Hello, Scorpio. You want to take a sneak peek into next week? If so, say I'm ready and let's get into these messages. Now, I did pull some astrology, wrote down what's happening, like the major transits that's happening in astrology next week. And the main thing I get from this energy, these transits, is we in for one hell of a ride. We in for one hell of a ride, Scorpio. And now this is not just Scorpio. This is everybody in this planet Earth. You hear me? But one thing we do have going on, March the 1st, we're going to light this candle. Okay. I got this. This is Mountain River is what they calling this. Mountain River. And I love it because it smells good. But I really love the name of it because it's like we going from tough, stagnant energy to the flow of the river. You know, the river's always in flow. You know what I'm saying? Always moving, you know, in abundance. And I'm going to dress it with these herbs right here. We're going to light it March the 1st. If you want to get in on it, the ways to get in is going to be in the description box. To everybody who already got in, the energy is going to be really strong. For those of you paying it forward for someone else, this energy is going to circle back to you as well, just for your generosity. Okay. So, you know, only so much you can say through Cash App. You can just give it a heart or emoji or something. But I did want to say that because I saw that some people are paying it forward for other people. Okay. But anyway, we're going to dress that today. It's going to sit all the way and, merge together. The energy is going to just build and soak up into that candle. We're going to light it March the 1st. And, the energy of March is, pretty much like the lucky energy or whatever. So, yeah, we're speaking it into existence that abundance and that good luck is going to flow through the collective. Everyone who got in on it, okay? Everybody trying to siphon the energy, you're going to have hell to pay. Trust that. So, what's happening astrologically? First of all, yesterday, I thought that Mercury went retrograde yesterday. But Mercury won't go retrograde until the 26th. The thing about it is, I already feel the energy of Mercury retrograde. I don't know if you do or what, but it's just some strong energy already going on. It's so much going on inside of Pisces. Pisces is that watery fish, you know what I'm saying? My energy today is feeling a little heavier. I don't know, because water is heavy. You know what I mean? But anyway, on the 20th, yesterday, actually Saturn went conjunct Neptune inside of Aries at 0 degrees and 45 arc minutes. So that's not even at the first degree of Aries. And what that told me is, with Saturn and Neptune right close together like that, not even in the whole first degree of Aries. Aries is about the self, who I am. People right now, until this transit moves, until Saturn and Neptune move away from each other, people going to be trying to figure out, who the hell am I? You're turning into a new version of yourself. So it's going to be crazy and kind of chaotic, because the Saturn energy is sitting there like, I want to stay the same as I've always been, or, I haven't learned this or that, or I don't know anything about that new, what I'm saying, stepping outside of the comfort zone shit. I don't know nothing about this new energy I'm feeling. I don't even know how to embrace it. It just don't even make sense to me with the Neptune energy. But it's like an old version of you needs to dissolve away, be burnt up. Aries fire, it needs to be alchemized, because a new version of you is trying to emerge, that is going to allow you to do something outside of the box in your life and thrive. Okay. And the watery energy with all of these three transits from the 26th, 27th, and 28th, all of these planets are all in Pisces at the same time. The energy gonna be so intense. And it could be the energy of hydrate. Make sure you stay hydrated. Drink electrolytes. If you don't have any like electrolytes, but you do have like sea salt, black salt, Celtic salt. I like the pink Himalayan and the Celtic salt, and like a pinch of it in my water. So you can get the natural vitamins and nutrients and minerals that's in pink Himalayan salt and Celtic salt without having that iodine up in it of, like table salt. You can get those electrolytes that way if you can't go out or don't want to go out and buy something that's, filled with electrolytes. Now, Gatorade, they say has electrolytes, but regular Gatorade got a ton of sugar in it. So I don't even know how that even helps. You know what I'm saying? So when I drink Gatorade, I drink the light Gatorade. If I drink, I don't know if it's Prime. It ain't Prime. It's another one I'm thinking about. But anyway, I get the light, the one that don't got no sugar dumped up in it. You know what I mean? But what's happening in the week ahead is on the 26th at 1:48 in the morning. This is our Eastern time, 1:48 in the morning. That's when Mercury is going to go retrograde inside of Pisces. On the 27th at 12:08 in the afternoon, the sun is going to go conjunct the North Node inside of Pisces. And then on the 28th at 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4, at 12:34 in the morning, Mercury is going to be conjunct Venus in Pisces. Okay, so with Mercury in retrograde already 2 days prior to this Mercury conjunct Venus energy, Mercury gonna be sitting there in Pisces in Venus. You're gonna be questioning, what do I really love? How do I really feel? Pisces water cups. How do I really feel about this and that or whatever? You may be second guessing the person you think you in love with. You know what I'm saying? You may be even just thinking back that damn, but if you in a love relationship, if you married or anything like that, or with the Venus energy, you may be questioning your relationships with people you consider to love. Period. You may be thinking back. It could be some nostalgic energy there as well, but don't let the Mercury retrograde, because it's don't let that energy creep in and have you taking back somebody who was toxic. That's for sure. Because you need to be thinking about the new version of you and not getting back into toxic relationships, dreaming and thinking that this person is a new person. Somebody could have changed with the Aries energy. They may be changing or whatever. I don't know. But use discernment for real, especially when Mercury is in retrograde. Venus is connected with Libra and it is also connected with Taurus. So I don't think I will be signing any big major contracts. I will be looking over the contract. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't already look over it before this transit next week and I already, see that it's solid, I don't know if I will be signing major contracts on the 28th. I don't know if I will be. You know what I'm saying? Because something could be off. The communication could be off. It sounds like a good deal, but it could be off. And that Pisces energy is that energy of kind of selling a dream too. You know what I'm saying? Something behind the scenes going on or something like that. Something not being said, because that's the hangman and that's the high priestess. The high priestess don't say nothing. So it's some kind of communication, information or something like that could be left off. And 1, 2, 3, 4 saying you may be in a situation where it's like, come on, do it. Somebody could be rushing. Mercury is connected to Gemini, which is the air. Air is the fastest moving element out of the 4. So if something happens around the 28th, even 2 plus 8 is 10. It sounds like it's a big deal. It sounds like it's something that could change your life in a major way, like the Wheel of Fortune. It sounds like this beautiful new beginning, all this stuff. Pay attention to who it is you're dealing with. Is it a shyster? Is it someone that they're coming back around claiming this and that and whatever? I'm a new person. I don't know. Because after this retrograde, you got about almost 30 days, because I know it's not going to come out of retrograde until March the 20th, spring. You know what I'm saying? So they may be in this energy. Everything could be going well for about 30 days. Not even 30 whole days. Because the 28th to the 20th, you got 20 days. It may go well for about 2.5 weeks or something. 20 days, 14 and 6, yeah. 2, maybe 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So, but a lot can be said and done, especially when you connecting with a person. A lot can be said and done in, 20 days. So just be careful with that. You know what I mean? Especially those who have been seeking love and relationship and whatever like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You may experience a new person, but get red flags because it's really the old person's energy in a different vessel. Pay attention to the red flags. You hear me? So let's get into the cards. We're gonna go day by day. This is a crystal grid deck. I'm just gonna shuffle and then pull 7 cards before I get into seeing. We'll see what's happening Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, through the week, and then we'll reveal them. Okay, Sunday. Monday. Just see what the energy could be for next week, what it's looking like as of right now. What's happening Tuesday. What's up with Wednesday? Hump day. Something gonna turn around. Wednesday, you got peace energy. And it's on card number 16. So the first part of the week, I don't know if it's gonna be chaotic, but I'm telling you, we in for one hell of a ride next week anyway. Wednesday did turn over. We'll leave it turned over, but something may be easing up. Okay, you do have scolecite and tree agate. I don't know the exact meaning of the scolecite, but I know any kind of agate is connected with the throat chakra for sure. And you got feathers on here. So the 16 is the tower. That Scorpio energy, something very shocking and surprising. Maybe you are surprised as this sense of calm. Maybe it's the calm before the storm. 22nd, 23rd, 24th. This is the 25th. Maybe Wednesday is the calm before the storm. Okay. What's going on Thursday? I saw this one. So we'll go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. This is the mermaid messages. Let's see what they talking about. And then we'll get the whole clear picture once we get. I got one more oracle deck. And we'll shuffle the tarot. And then we'll see what's going on day by day. Okay. Sunday. Dreaming. Pisces. And somebody gonna encounter somebody. And I think they might try to sell you a dream or something like that. I don't know if this gonna be the week that I would want to meet somebody and fall in love. If and that's not to say that you won't have, because it could be, it could sound like the person you're dreaming of or something like that. But somebody Sunday, people going to church, you might meet somebody at church. But I would say just give it some time. Give it some time before you go too deep or whatever. Pay attention to the signs. You know what I'm saying? Too many of us done been hurt too much in love relationships and all of that, and we just don't need all that. The mermaids, they flipping over. You got re-energized coming in for Monday. Moon day. You got abundance coming in for Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday is something may happen Sunday, and it just might be draining. You may need to take Monday off to sit, with your emotions or something like that, and re-energize. On Monday, you may need to just not do too much work or don't work too hard. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, you go in, you pump it up Monday, and then by Friday at the end of the week, that's when you sail on into the weekend. But I don't know. You might be feeling tired Monday and need to re-energize. But Tuesday is abundance coming through. Tuesday is Mars, connected to Mars. So after you re-energize, power up your energy Monday, And also, let me tell you, next week could be a dream week, a dreamy week. Or you may get a lot of great downloads or something like that in your sleep or something like that while you're dreaming. You probably going to be dreaming about abundance. And maybe that'll give you this energy, this sense of peace. But we can't dismiss the transits. Okay. Now, on the 27th, that's a great day. That's a great day when the sun is conjunct the North Node, because the sun is going to show you some clarity on where you're going. You know what I'm saying? What's destined to happen for you over the next 346 days. Okay, so don't let that Mercury retrograde have you second guessing what it is that you know you would love to do. This is stuff that you already been working on, or you already been, planting the seeds. You've been dreaming about this or whatever, and you could be feeling re-energized because the sun is going to go conjunct. Let's see, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. The sun is going to be going conjunct the North Node on the 27th. So, this, if you've already, like I said, if you already looked over a contract, you already been working on a project or something like that, that's going to be a great day to implement it. Okay. That's why the abundance is here on Tuesday, saying this is the week that you should take action. Probably ought to be on the 27th, and the 27th would fall right up under this abundance card. Okay, let's go into the mermaid message for Wednesday. What's the message going to be for Wednesday? What the mermaids want to say about the energy for Wednesday? Hope, peace, hope, a rainbow. You see what I'm saying? Rainbows come in after the storm. So if a rainbow is behind you, are you moving into a storm? That means even a boat right here. Are you moving into the storm? But keep hope alive, because whatever is happening, the energy is going to be shaky and crazy, especially when Mercury is in retrograde, and especially with all these planets conjunct each other all in Pisces. Because you're going to have the sun in Pisces. The North Node is already in Pisces until next year on the February the 8th. And then you got Mercury and Venus conjunct each other in Pisces, So you got the sun, Mercury, and Venus all in Pisces. Saturn, I don't think Saturn transit too much, but Saturn is conjunct Neptune in Aries. But it's so much going on inside of the zodiac sign of Pisces. Mercury sitting there retrograde in Pisces. So that's always this energy of miscommunication. So don't let it get twisted. You already been probably working on something. What you've already been working on, I would say that would be what you need to stick with. Okay? Because we might be entering into a storm. She facing forward with the rainbow behind her. But she's saying keep hope alive, even though you may be about to weather some kind of storm. Let's see what's happening Thursday, mermaids. Relaxation. Look how that's falling up under the re-energized. So next week, focus on relaxing more and re-energizing your energy. Because I'm telling you, with that Pisces energy, next week can feel real heavy. I think I'm already feeling the energy today. But when Mercury is finna go retrograde, the energy can be felt prior to. And then it usually takes, a week or two or something like that, they say, for the energy to really dissolve. You know what I'm saying? Before we get back to feeling normal and everything. So in the week ahead, focus on relaxing, taking, I don't know if you got vacation days and you can take them. You may want to take a couple, maybe 3. I don't know, the week off, or get off early or do something. Or when you do get off, chill. When you do get off, chill. Don't do too much or as much as you normally probably would do. Okay. So for Friday, What is the energy looking like, mermaids, for Friday of next week? The 27th, when that sun going conjunct the North Node. What's happening Friday? I really want something to flip over because all them other ones did. Let's see what's happening. Okay, he said I don't want to flip over, but I'll jump out for you. Cool. Acceptance. Look at the fish, the goldfish. And it's coming right up under abundance. I'm telling you. The February the 27th, when the sun go conjunct the North Node, that's telling you 8, 9, 10, 11, at 12:08 p.m. Eastern Time. 12:08 in the afternoon Eastern Time is when the sun is going to go conjunct the North Node. Those numbers equal 11. That's justice. That's balance. That's the contract. That it's something that you've been working on, maybe negotiating a contract before this week even comes in. Okay? That's going to be the day to accept it, or to accept the offer. Or maybe that's going to be the day when you work out the best offer. But you're going to go into the negotiating table relaxed, re-energized. You're not going to be feeling no pressure. You like, you know what I'm saying? These are my terms. These are my terms. And it looks like your terms will get accepted for somebody. Somebody's terms are going to get accepted. Goldfish is abundance for sure. Just like koi fish. All right? And look how it fell right up under the abundance. So for Saturn Day, what is the message, mermaids? Let's see if we can get one more that'll jump out or flip over for us. Dive deep. We'll take the top one. Dive deep. And shoot, maybe Saturn Day do a deeper meditation. Okay? Let's see what chakras are going to be talking to us. This is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. And then we'll go into the tarot. See what chakra is going to be activated throughout the week next week. First things first, Sunday. Ooh, they ready. Sunday, what's going on? I did see joy. Next week it's going to be a good week. Gossip. Be careful who you talking to about your dreams. You got dreaming and gossip. This on the heart chakra. This could be people who acting like on the outside when you are talking to them, they acting like they happy for you and all that stuff. Yeah, Scorpio, this and that. Behind the scenes, they talking about you. They salty, really. You know what I'm saying? Look at the expressions. They salty, really, because you out here doing something to make your dreams come true. Maybe you are following your heart. Let's see what's going on Monday. Dang, you got faith. Crown chakra energy. No, third eye. That's third eye energy. You got amethyst crystal. There's something here about the violet flame with that amethyst energy. While you are re-energizing, you may have some visions that'll come through about, your place in the world. The offerings, that you can offer from the heart. This is like a chalice right here. You got an owl right there representing the nighttime. Re-energize, maybe do something extra to amp up the melatonin so you can relax and re-energize. So, and like I said, like Sunday, you're going into Monday, just take it as easy as you can for as much of the day as you can. That's what moon day is telling you. Sunday is the sun, Monday is the moon, Tuesday is Mars, Wednesday is Mercury, Thursday is Jupiter, Friday is Venus, and Saturday is Saturn. Okay? If you want to know what 7 planets are represented throughout the week, okay? With the days associated. So Tuesday, Mars Day, Mars Day, you got soulmate with the root chakra, red energy. Yeah. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs. Trust your intuition. You are seeing what you seen. You know what I'm saying? You could be seeing a mask. It's not showing the whole head. You could be seeing a mask. So, pay attention. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. Even if the person already claims to have the abundance, you meet somebody and they claim to be on, they got that money. Things may be a little bit too perfect. You got another red card on the bottom talking about perfection. Things may be a little too perfect. Or you got some grapes right here, in the beginning. In the beginning, everything was cool. I know I played my part in making it what it is. Yeah. So in the beginning, you know how the wine and dine, the romance, all that stuff, everything cool at first. Then here we go. After the retrograde, here we go. Or after some time, here we go. You start seeing them same red flags. You had hoped. You had hoped. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, just stay on the lookout because you got soulmate and just somebody you might meet. And they may be all of that. They may stick around, and this is kind of giving me with the faith, you got hope. This person, they could have been asking around, about you and whatever like that. I don't know, but and then make sure this person ain't already married, but this person could be who you see yourself marrying, the type of person with all the things, and they, giving and loving, the abundance, they giving you gifts and stuff like that. Everything's sweet. But some people, after they get deep in the relationship, it becomes clear. You know what I'm saying? Clarity. Somewhere I saw clarity. Did I see it I must have saw it in my mind's eye, but clarity is coming through. That scolecite it is a white crystal. I got one somewhere. It's not here on the table though, so I can't show you. But it looks like selenite, and selenite clears energy. Okay. So with all this Pisces energy, some kind of truth could be revealed also. On Friday at 12 p.m. and then on Saturday at 12 a.m. that 12 energy, hangman energy. There's going to be a lot of enlightenment, especially as you are meditating, diving deep, relaxing, things like that. There's going to be some visions that you will have, especially if you meditate with amethyst. Right at the back, at the back of your head, like if you lay on a pillow, have a little amethyst, even under the pillow or something like that. You're gonna have real prophetic dreams. Could be having the dreams of what it is that you will do to create abundance with the sun going conjunct the North Node. If you haven't already had a plan to implement something that day. That's the day I believe I'm going to open up my stand store. The books that I have curated will be available. Tarot reading booking is going to be available through there. That way you can pay with whatever source that they take, any kind of credit card or whatever they take, which I don't know because I haven't looked all into it. The payments, but yeah, it's like if you already been planning something, I would say go with that on that day, Saturday. But that's going to be big revelations. You got the vision right here, all this 12 energy, all these planets conjunct all right together in the one zodiac sign of Pisces. And it's only like 7 major planets that they even talk about. And you got 1, 2, 3 of them, half of them sitting in Pisces, and one of them retrograde. The one with the most confusion. Okay, so let's go into Wednesday. See what the chakra is for Wednesday and what the message is. Perseverance. Yeah, hump day. Got your sacral chakra right here. And this is keeping the hope alive. Staying calm, sitting in that energy of peace, still staying hopeful for what it is that you wish to create. Perseverance. By hump day, it's like, if I make it over this hump, I know I can sail into the weekend. Okay. So let's see what is here for Thursday. And look at this here. Thursday, a miracle might happen. Wow. And Wednesday. I like all of this for Thursday. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But what was I talking about for Wednesday? Persevering. Yeah, it's like if I can make it over this hump, I know that whatever it is I've been dreaming about can become real. I feel like with the wisdom of Thursday is Jupiter. It's connected with ninth house energy, connected to Sagittarius. It's about expansion. And see, this is talking about relaxation. I'm telling you, and it's going to be this sense of peace and this grace energy that's going to be all over you with the dove, the white dove. Okay. This is coming under here like a deep connection to your highest self with source. Okay. And then you got passion and you got miracle. Something gonna happen during your meditations, during your dreams, or while you're just chilling, relaxing. You may even have a daydream. But because you're taking this week to do at least 3 days of just like chilling, at least 3 days, half the week, some kind of miracle is going to happen for somebody. And I'm not saying that person that you have a lot of passion for, whatever, maybe whoever you meet or something like that. I'm not saying because this is sacral chakra, this is willpower, this is the solar plexus, and then the heart. This is also saying like, wait, be wise before you dive deep off into this. Because it could be a miracle, but it could just sound like a miracle. Okay. Could be a miracle, or could just sound like a miracle. And that's whatever it is you're associated with. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's going on. It's applied to whatever you got going on in your life. Okay. Something about service. And there's something about, aging parents or elderly, or maybe someone who has passed on or something like that. That might be who's helping you, because that energy is right here also. Kind of like that elderly energy. The ancient ones are going to bring that wisdom to you through your dreams and your meditations next week. I think next week is going to be profound. You know what I mean? Regardless of whichever way it goes. Let's see what's happening for Friday. Abundance. Damn. Friday's payday. You got abundance right here. You got acceptance with abundance coming over right here. You got a good feeling about something. Okay. Whoever this person is, they could be a drunk. You know what I'm saying? But this person looks spazzed out. Man, I need a drink. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't going right in the house. Money been tight. Could be in a relationship. You thought the person was your soulmate. Church going, call themselves a Christian and everything. But when the money ain't right, the relationship goes to crap. You know? That could be somebody's situation. If that has been your situation, it could be, blessing coming in with the sun being conjunct the North Node on this day. Also saying when the abundance come, invest it right, save it until you need to use it for this and this and that. Don't drink it away. Don't waste it away. Somebody, this is a man and this is like a child right here in the house, right here behind the child. Somebody got some child support issues that's stressing them the fuck out right now. But you got 2 drains right here. Something is draining your resources. But something is going to happen and the energy is going to shift on Saturn day. And it could be due to an investment that you have made or that you will make or something like that. Or it's like with all of this energy right here, blessings coming in, wisdom. You do have a miracle, some kind of blessing or a miracle is going to happen for you. The energy is definitely going to be there on Thursday. It's going to move into really on Tuesday. Wednesday coming through saying keep on going, Scorpio, because what you don't see what's coming for you in the very near future with the miracle, wisdom, all of this, and the abundance. What you don't see in the very near future is your whole situation as far as your resources is going to change. Some of you, your soulmate is close, who is going to for real deal love you all the way to life. They're going to be faithful. They're not going to care about what somebody got to say. You are their heart, their love. And so this relationship with perseverance, a relationship that is coming for somebody who is really ready for it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to, that relationship will persevere. Because you're the person with this sacral chakra energy twice right here. You're the person that they're very passionate about. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. Something that's going to happen for somebody. You know, all this is happening to different people and there's different strokes for different folks. So I'm just going by what I'm like seeing and bouncing around it, you know. So for Saturn Day, the 28th, what do you have? Prayer. Turning lemons into lemonade. Yeah. Because eventually you will have land, you will have like resources, businesses, contracts. This could be like big contracts. Or this could also be saying once you leave that busy life in the city or whatever like that, connect in with nature in the countryside or something like that. Get away from all of that smog and all of that. See, I look at the sky. You got all these fluffy clouds and right here just the smog, all of this, they been spraying the air, whatever, you can't even see the sky for real, you know what I'm saying, in some places. But no matter what, this is Saturday, whatever you learn or go throughout the week, by Saturday, you at the point where you done made lemonade out of all the lemons that you've been dealt. But it's a lot about your solar plexus chakra is the most that's out here. So it's saying follow the gut feelings, but pay attention to red flags, okay, as well. You got destiny with the crown chakra on the bottom of the deck, which is wonderful. You may go into the week impatient. Spirit like, dang, Scorpio, you moving up. Just, you know, this is throat chakra energy. Let's see what we get from the let's reveal the crystal cards, because we done talked about these. Crossroads 12. Goodness. See that? Hangman. Crossroads. This is Chiastalite crystal, whatever that is. Chiastalite. I'll put it up there in case you wanna, if you can, see the spelling of it and look it up. I don't know. That's that Piscean dreaming hangman energy. I bet you got people around you that you done told, you know, your dreams or wishes or aspirations or something like that. And they don't put out some energy that's hanging you up from achieving your dreams and goals. I believe that. And it's somebody who called themselves a Christian. Okay, so you got soul healing, the number 15 devil card. Yeah, that's toxic relationships. This tangerine quartz coming through again. Not too long ago, tangerine quartz came out. Soul healing. This is detaching from toxic relationships, detaching from toxic addictions and things like that. Re-energizing, breaking free. That's Saturn energy too. Telling you, look at Saturn and Neptune right close together. Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries. I'm telling you, if you think your soulmate is Aries, I don't know. Good luck with that. But that's all I'm going to say with that. It may be just a sex thing. And that's it. You got transition, master number 33. We're going to be on that one tomorrow. We're going to be on master number 33 tomorrow in our life purpose, life path series. And that playlist is going to be at the end of this video. You got a big transition coming in on Tuesday. And this is some type of, what is it? Betrayal, man, bitriodial lepidolite is what this crystal is. And look at that purple energy. Still that violet flame energy. Something is definitely alchemizing. This is talking about transition. Something is alchemizing by Tuesday. Tuesday is Mars, fire. Fire alchemizes things. Something might happen. Man, let me tell you something. Something might happen in a relationship. It's going to have you pissed off. This fire energy, soulmate. And it might have something to do with money. Somebody done spent money on something or something. I don't know. That's possible though, for real. If somebody has been going through your money or wasting your money or something, just have faith because it's coming back. If somebody did something behind your back that has something to do with your money leaking out, or you having to pay for this, or just whatever it is, you getting it back. You understand me? You getting it back. Because you got too much abundance and miracles and stuff like that. You getting it back. But this is also about to be wise with who you give your heart to. Don't matter who it is. Friend, family. Don't matter. Okay? You got the peace. We talked about that. That came and that was clear. That flipped over. Okay, so Thursday. What is the crystal and the message? Clarity. Yeah, I saw clarity. And then it's heart chakra energy. Look at that. And then the number 36 is a 9. Clearly, something might be over. I knew I saw clarity somewhere. You got Herkimer diamond right here. Yeah. What's the number? 36, 9. And then I tell you the 9th house. Wow. Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, 9th house energy. And the Hermit is about wisdom. It's the 9th major arcana, Virgo energy. Something is definitely changing for you. And miracles are just ahead. That energy is going to shift real heavy on Thursday. But I feel like that energy on Thursday is getting you ready for this sun in the North Node, conjunct the North Node on Friday. What is this one? Rebirth. Look at it. The master number 22. That's coming out later this. I don't know if it already came out. If it just recently came out, then it, or either it's going to come out in a minute. But it'll be today. It will have come out or it's going to come out. You have mentalite, or mentalite, not mental, mentalite. Master number 22. And those you got 2 master numbers this week. Master number 22 and 33. I don't know, you may be seeing 4s and 6s a lot, okay? So, wow, look at that. Love by Saturn Day. Rose quartz generator. On the 7th day. 2 + 5, 7. On the 7th day. Some kind of prayer going to be answered. And you're going to be feeling the love. But I really feel like you're going to be diving deep in your self-love. And alchemizing, turning lemons into lemonade. That's alchemy right there. Okay. And speaking of sugar, with the electrolytes, you add some kind of sweetener to the lemonade to make it less tart, usually. Well, some people love lemon water, but this is lemonade right here. Something real nice and sweet with the love energy and the rose quartz coming through. And what I would say is if you have rose quartz, carry it around with you. Or if you have like a little sachet bag and you can carry some crystals with you, I would say carry a green one, an orange one, a purple one, a red one, a yellow one. Yellow, orange, green, purple, and red. What's missing here? Crown chakra didn't come out in the spread. And a dark one, something like tiger's eye for protection for your earth star chakra. This week with all this happening, you may be feeling ungrounded and you may be feeling a disconnect with the crown chakra not showing up. Crown, we got third eye. A clear crystal like that Herkimer diamond. I'm trying to see where the disconnect is made with the ground. The ground. Third eye. No throat chakra out here. Blue. No throat chakra. Okay, we got the other ones. So something to ground you. And ground and protect you. Like tiger's eye. Or you can just take a clear quartz crystal and attune it to all the chakras so you can be balanced and keep it simple. And it may be easier for you to just carry one small clear quartz crystal because you can attune clear quartz to any vibration. You understand? Let's get into some tarot. This is the Mermaid Tarot. What's happening Sunday? Sunday we got death and the 10 of wands. Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. You got the 10 of wands. It's that gossip. That gossip energy is what's weighing heavy on you. And it's time to put an end to that frenemy shit. You know what I'm saying? That frenemy relationships. Because death is about releasing something. You know, releasing the death and then the rebirth of something. And it's just saying have faith because it is good people out there. They may be few and far between, but it is some out there. What's happening on Moon Day? What's the message for Moon Day? For Moon Day, you got the Queen of Cups. Water energy, moon, the Queen of Cups. Take care of yourself. Definitely re-energize, pour into yourself on Moon Day. Okay? Tuesday. You got the 8 of Cups. Soulmate. I'm telling you, the 8 of Cups, some of you will be walking away from something or someone that you felt like you loved. You may have felt like it was a soulmate. It could be a business partner with the abundance right here. It could be a business partner or just, it could be anything. There's a big transition happening. You're walking away from something or a situation that you thought was a soulmate. You thought something was the thing. And with that Mars energy, you're going to take action and you're going to walk away from something. Somebody might be literally sleeping in bed and you gone. When they wake up in the rise and shit, you ain't even there. That could be quite possible for somebody. And it could be somebody that they thought they could buy you. Like as long as the money is here, you're going to do what they say. Mars, Aries energy, I'm the boss. Or, you know, something like that. You like, oh, I know that's real. What you didn't know, is I've been getting myself together and I'm walking away. Or it don't even matter. I may not even have all the resources or all the money or whatever it is that you got that you think you can control me with. I may not have all of that, but I'm telling you, I'm going to persevere regardless. I'm going to make it over whatever I got to get through. But I got to do that for me. Somebody's dealing with people who is draining their energy, their life force. Somebody is. Okay? Or it could be somebody trying to, siphon your energy or something like that. They salted. They somewhere you may not even be close to them. So just re-energize. On Moon Day, be sure to call back your energy. And release whoever else's energy you holding. Or maybe just do that more this week. It's going to be needed. It's going to be needed. Okay? Especially with all these transitions. There's going to be too much going on. We all going to have to get out there with our feet in the grass. Even if it's just a few minutes or something. Or just sit and do some kind of grounding technique and releasing. With the window open or something like that. So the energy can leave out. Earlier it was in the video with the food and everything. In that video, it gave us a spell talking about connecting in with that dragonfly energy and lighting a blue candle and stuff like that. So be sure to look at the reading that came up. It's got a tarot card and it's on one side and it's got a dish, some food on the second side of the thumbnail. Look at that. So you can re-energize the energy and release that stagnant energy inside of your house this week. On Moon Day, Monday, blue. It was a blue candle. Okay. So Wednesday, what is the message from the tarot? Wednesday, what's happening? What can you add to the scenario for Wednesday? What you want to show us for Wednesday? Ace of Pentacles. Persevere because you got new resources coming in. Keep that hope alive. You hear me? Keep that hope alive. Something going to happen and your life is going to end up peaceful. The resources are going to come in. This is telling you new resources are coming in. And look at the goldfish. We haven't seen any goldfish on any of these other tarot cards, but the goldfish is here. This is saying keep hope alive. Persevere over this hump because by Friday, you're going to be done experience some kind of miracle because of the wise choices that you are making. Because you decided to not give up through these crazy energetic trances that we're going through. This is going to be a great year, but it's not going to come without its challenges as usual. Okay, so what's happening Thursday? And like I said, there it is. That's the story right there. I don't need your money. I don't need your resources. Grateful for all of that. But you think you can control me with it. You got another thing coming. I can go out and make my own money, my own resources, even if it's slow. But I step out on faith. If faith was somewhere, I'll step out on faith before I keep going through that with you. I don't know who you think you are. I thought you was. Okay. So let's go into this. And it could be a boss, Emperor Mars energy. It could be a boss that's, misusing the power. You know what I'm saying? Don't abuse your power. Who you think you are, who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And they could be doing it because they know it's hard for people to find work or something like that. But it's something, you either going to walk away on that day or it's time for you to be thinking about that and figuring something out. But it's something. It's new money out here for you to be making. And it's something that is a prayer. You've been praying for it or whatever it is. You've been praying for a miracle. And it's coming through. Okay, so let's see on Thursday. Okay, now remember this. This is happening next week. This energy is taking place next week. The physical manifestation of it. You may start to see the physical manifestation of these things. Of the abundance or whatever like that. The revelations are going to come. I'm going to tell you that now. With all this Pisces energy, you're going to get some strong prophetic revelations about your situations. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen. And especially if you're meditating with amethyst. Okay? It's going to happen. So, then the energy is going to, I'm saying that because the energy is going to shift in the week ahead, next week. And then as we keep going, keep persevering, we're going to see all of these miracles in abundance. It's going to be right in our hands. We're going to be receiving it, Queen of Cups. We are. You understand? I think Queen of Cups coming like with this energy right here. It's like take a deep dive and realize your worth, your value. I don't care what your situation is. Because something needs to end with some people who are not really for you with this gossip. You hear me? So what's happening Thursday? What's happening Thursday? The 26th. That's when, listen, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm telling you, that's when them transits gonna hit. Ooh, child, that's when Mercury gonna go retrograde. Man, and it's going retrograde on a Thursday. Oh my gosh. Because I'm gonna tell you, Jupiter is gonna expand whatever it touches. This day right here, this day is gonna be wild. It's gonna be real Sagittarius energy. It's gonna be wild. So be sure you consult really your highest self before you do something impulsive or something like that. Something switching, you know what I'm saying? That's the mutable fire. Thursday. Passion, fire. But it's a miracle coming from it. Yeah, Thursday gonna be the mother clucker right there. That's when Mercury retrogrades in Pisces. Oh my gosh. 8, 12, 13, 1:48 a.m. 1, 4, and 8 is 13. Death and rebirth. And it's on the card saying relax. Before you blow up on them up, relax. God, dog. Don't go off. Don't get out of your shell, Scorpio, on Thursday. You got the Magician. This is Virgo and Gemini energy. You do have gossip on Monday. Do everything. See, the Magician uses all of his resources to materialize whatever it is, to alchemize whatever it is. Okay, so this is saying to me, do everything in your power, use everything within you to not blow up on somebody and to not just do something impulsive. Relax. With the relaxing right here, and I really feel like somebody may tick you off early in the week and have the audacity to look at you in your face and say, I'm a Christian. Or it's like you got some audacity, you act like that and you going up a church, every Wednesday, the Bible back and forth. And you act like that. You at Bible study every Wednesday and then you up in church every Sunday. And all you talk about is this and that. Or you only a Christian on Sunday, but the rest of the week, you a mess. You know what I'm saying? But something is telling you to relax on Thursday because it's going to take everything in you to make the wisest choices. It's going to bring about a miracle. It is. Dang. Somebody you could be dealing with somebody who's trying to manipulate you. Mercury going retrograde. The manipulation going to be real. Something going to seem like a miracle, but it's like, hold up on that. Relax. Be wise, relax. It's going to sound real good, like a new start or something. But hold on, wait a minute before you get clarity. But, don't do anything until you get some kind of clarity. Something needs to wait at least till after Mercury retrogrades for at least a month and a half or something to get that residual energy of the retrograde off. Okay? On Friday, what's happening? What's the message for Friday? What's happening on Friday? Queen of Wands. This is a confirmation that you're manifesting the abundance. Okay? Acceptance. What I will and will not accept because I know my worth and I know my value. Along with the Five of Wands. This is challenges. But together it's 6 Wands. Then you got, there's that devil energy, the entrapment. There's that devil energy. I think you're going to be breaking free from something. You're going to end up successful. I see that this went dark. Let me see something. Okay, I don't know. I hope you can still see it. But let's get on into Saturn Day and see what the tarot has to say. And that's going to be it for the week ahead. Saturday, 8 of Wands. You're going to get some kind of notification, information or something like that. Or email, or text, or some kind of communication about something you've been praying for. And that's why the lemons turn into lemonade. Whatever it is, it's going to be good news, possibly with the rose out here. Deep dive. I guess this is the darkest energy. Which means you might learn about somebody's dark side. What they deep down inside, how they roll. The devil card did come out. With this Queen of Wands. So pay attention. Somebody may have some ulterior motives. Especially when it comes to making money or something like that. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Top of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. Be cautious of the way you spend. Don't do anything impulsive with your resources. Okay? Don't do anything impulsive with your resources. Because you'll have plenty of resources, but just be strategic in the way that you use them. Okay? So, thank you to anyone who stayed here. I think this is the hour, the power hour or something like that. If you stayed all the way to the end, drop a money bag or either a lemon. I would say a lemon or a heart or something like that. The rose quartz. Okay. A lemon, lemonade, or a heart. One of those three. That'll let me know you stayed all the way to the end. Thank you so much for spending all this time with us. Okay, Scorpio. And until next time, we'll see you in another video. Love.